So this, in my opinion, is probably the best train setup you can get in the Automation Empire. Hello everybody, welcome back to Automation Empire. I am Arctic Wolf and this is episode 13. In our last episode we doubled up our gold production and balanced our steel plates production. In today's episode, trains. Oh yeah, last episode we also unlocked the freight train. So in today's episode we're gonna play with some trains. This is gonna be fun. So I'm just going to get right into it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're going to tear all of this out and put in some train lines and then hook them up to the network. Alright, that song was almost exactly long enough to cover the teardown section of this video. So now we're in the build section. What we're doing here, first off, I discovered something about these combiner, the remote connectors. The bin that you color does not need an input pipe connected to it to transfer to and from that bin. You can just set it in there and set it to that color, and then every connector that you put in there will connect to that bin. Period. Easy as that. Right here, I've never seen anybody do this with their train stations, and it actually baffles me because this is probably the most efficient way I've ever found to do your train stations. These transfer tubes, they have an in and an out connection, but the flow does not matter. They don't care. There's an in connection and an out connection on the pipe, and the train silos have to be connected to the outgoing direction of the pipe, meaning they take it in the silo. But the stuff in the silo can backflow the wrong direction through the pipe. And using that and their spacing on the track, they're exactly as far apart as the two connectors on the double bin. Meaning if you set the double bins right next to each other like this, and it really does, and then you offset it on the other side by one silo, you can connect all of them all together into one gigantic bin that holds like 10,000 units, and the train will never take it all. It will always be full and always be ready to drop off when the train gets in there. So that's why I do this. This is the last of the two things or three things that I said that I've never seen anybody else do. So we got the minecart throttle that I'm using right there. The combiner connector setup that I'm using in that building, and the train silo station that I'm using right there. Here I decide we need more iron over in the iron cookerator building. So that's what we're doing here. We're setting up these 3 miners to send more raw ore over to get cooked at the iron smelter. And that's going to increase our steel plates production quite a bit. I'm not exactly sure on the numbers on that, but it does increase it to where our combiners aren't using all of our iron now. So that's good. We can work on balancing and optimizing that a little bit better. But here we just add a few cars to this little track, and then we have the big track going the other way. And we're going to elevate this one because elevated mine cars go faster. We're going to route it all the way over to the iron building, which is way over there. But we got to go over around this mountain and then back behind this first factory here. And then I went too close to the building, so I have to move everything over a block, a tile, a space, whatever you want to call it. And then for whatever reason, I was trying to go into the coal building with it. So like right here, trying to get this down and in there and over and setting these doors in. None of this was needed. This is all going to the wrong building. And I noticed that when I saw that that minecart come out with all that coal in it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the wrong building. So then we go over, find the sneakiest path to get over to the iron building. And I have to do a little bit of a wiggle. And then while we're in here, first thing, I got to find a spot for this minecart to pick this stuff up. And I put in an extra door that I didn't need, but oh well. Go back. We're going to make it a complete loop. There we go. Pick it up from the green bin. There we go. Or no, we're dropping it off in the orange bin. That's right. This is raw. So now everything's going. We're going to follow this guy around once. Like, I don't know why he missed that car. Every occasionally they'll just miss one. So then he's going to come in and drop that off. And then now we got more iron coming in than we can smelt. So I add 6 more furnaces to this. I also moved the orange bin. So there we go. We could just do that. The orange pin is now down there by the green one. And right here, I'm trying to figure out the best way to get these other 6 smelters in here. And I take these out and put them in the exact same place like 3 times, trying to get this right. What I end up having to do is move them over like that, but not all the way over there. Just a couple of squares. And then I have to reconfigure, because this minecart track down here gets in the way of the pickup for this oven. So I have to do something a little bit creative to get it in there right. So I make it go a little further and turn. But I also back these guys up a little bit. I think they were 2 squares out too far, which gives me more room for the other ones. So then, yeah, right here I'm just trying to work it out how this is going to go. And I'm trying to see if this will fit. And it's just exactly 1 too short. And I can't put that on the other side. So I tear it all out again. Not giving up on it. I'm like, okay, what if I curve it over 1? Okay, this looks promising. So I set in the splitters, merger, transfer cranes. And then here I'm like, this is still not going to work. Oh yeah, set them all to destroy all crates. And I'm like, this one needs to be fiddled with. So I think this solution actually is pretty clever. I just moved it over a little bit and then suck it in from the side, and it worked. So then we're all going to the green bin. Now we're cooking an extra 6 ovens worth, which increases our production for the steel plates. So I add more silos to the steel plate train station. And I end up putting in another train. Also, I learned something about these train station silos. If you have them set up like this, and you got like 15 of them on one station, if you turn them off, all of them except for the front one, the train will go to the front one to load. But since you have that many silos on the track, you'll get the long train trying to fill that many silos. And since they're all connected to one big unit, it will be able to fill all the cars at that front silo and then immediately leave. Just wanted to point that out because I'm going to be doing that during this song. Okay, so we're just going to put the last couple of pieces on this third train station here. We're going to hook it right into the other train station. So they're going to share resources and they can all be fed from that one minecart valve coming out of the building. Here's where we have to remove power. I realized that, oh yep, all these have to go. I just move that over here, down around this way, and there we go. Add these big bins, and that's gonna be that for this train station. It's gonna be completely one gigantic bin. I'm like, what's going on here? Oh wait, that's the wrong ways around. So there we go. That's one gigantic bin. I'm turning all the ones in the back off. We're going to leave the front one on so that it stops there. Okay, there we go. We've got two train lines and two steel lines and a gold line going out. We need to add some power to that one. There we go. And we should have no problems with money and output from now on, because these 3 trains are gonna... I could probably do a little bit of math and figure out how much exactly we're gonna be sending out, or I could just let it run and let the game tell me. But this right here is my favorite part. Setting up these humongous train stations and then feeding them with all the different stuff to send out. Hello, thumbnail. So if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you like my channel and this playlist, hit the subscribe button. If you want to know exactly when my next video comes out, hit that bell icon and you'll get a notification. You people, thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope you enjoyed watching this one. I really enjoyed making this one. This is probably my favorite part of this whole game, with the possible exception of the rockets. Maybe. I mean, I like trains more than I like rockets. Like, I've seen trains in real life and touched them, not rockets. So there's that. But you people have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. With that, Arctic Wolf out.